there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage tonight doing a little bit of goofing around, and I have a pretty cool mail call for you guys. If you guys have been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know that I've got a small sponsorship going on with a company called Vevor, and you know, I really think that they probably appreciate my candid reviews that I do. If I find something wrong with something, I'll tell you about it, and you know, I don't pull any punches. And I've had one of their compressors now for going on a couple of months, I believe, and this one is one of their less expensive ones from the Vevor website, and you can also get these on Amazon. This one here is their, it's actually a 4,000 PSI unit, and this one runs about 220 is where it's at right about now, which is a pretty good bargain. If you're never planning on getting anything that fills up more than like a 3,000 PSI or so, or even 3650, I had the Origin goes up to 3650. This one will be an excellent choice. I've been filling, I've got, I don't know, more than half a dozen air guns, PCP guns out here in the garage now, and I've been filling them off of this one solely for the 2 months that I've had it, and it's never given me a hiccup. The temperature gauge, and this is something people that have watched my videos have kind of warned me against, but the temperature gauge on this one, so I had even out in the sun sitting on top of my car while it's running, has never gone above like 110 Fahrenheit. So I've actually ran this thing here in the garage where it's fairly cool and not out in the sun, and it never made it above like 82 or 83 degrees Fahrenheit. And I literally ran it for 25 minutes. This thing has an auto shut-off timer on it that it will run for 25 minutes exactly, and then it'll shut off. So I was actually refilling one of my Scott Air Pack bottles with this thing, and I just put it on 4,000 and let it run. It shuts off at 25 minutes. I'll turn it off and just let it rest for a couple of minutes, and then I'll start it right back up again. And I did that twice, and it took me from 3,000 up to just about 4,000 with 2 of those runs at 25 minutes. So kind of a torture test. I know it's really not intended to do that, but I really wanted to kind of push it to the limits. And I haven't done that anymore with it, but I have been very regularly using it to fill up my PCPs when I do take them out to the backyard and out to the range, and actually a couple of them that I shoot in the garage here too, but been using it quite a bit. So anyway, a lot of jabbering going on, so I'm going to set this one off to the side for now. Because I have a new one coming in from Vevor. This is, I don't believe in coincidences, but it is absolutely quite a coincidence that I've been using their pump, 4,000 PSI pump, to pump up all my guns that go up. You know, I've got one that's 2,000, I've got numerous ones that are 3,000, and one that goes up to 3650, using their other pump just fine, no problems at all. And then I went ahead and bought myself the Air Venturi Avenger, which pumps up to 4350. And I always kind of assumed that 4,000 might have been a typo, because I've never really seen another pump that only went up to 4,000. Almost all of the compressors on the market now go up to 4,500. So I tried to pump the Avenger up to 4350, and it went to 4,000 and just stopped and just sat there and ran and never went above 4,000. So I don't know if somebody from the company saw me doing that and said, hey, we need to send them another compressor or whatever. But it was literally days after I realized that, and I'm pretty sure I posted it up in my first Avenger video, that I got a contact from my contact with Vevor, and they said, hey, we've got another compressor we'd like to send you to do a review on. And I said, darn, twist my arm. And so here we are. They've sent me their, this is actually, I think, their most expensive one, which is not very expensive. We'll get into that in a couple minutes, but this is supposed to be kind of their flagship model, as far as I can tell. Boy, they really package these well, that's for sure. But that's good, because you don't want, even if you're, this one runs just under 300, I think, right about now. So, if you've invested $300, which is a lot of money to people, in a product for your hobby, you don't want. I've had too many things get delivered, and they were poorly packaged and all banged up and not in good shape. So we've got a package full of accessories here that we will get into in a couple of minutes. I do notice that has a bigger air filter than the other one came with right off the bat. That may be just something that they've changed in their product line over the last couple of months. But the air filter that came with the other one was very tiny compared to that one. But let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box. Again, super, oops, sorry about that, folks. Look at the cardboard that they use, and then the black foam packing inside there that they use to pack this thing. They do not want this to get damaged. I work in the commercial electronics field, and even some of the very, very high-end commercial electronics that I've purchased for my job, public safety electronics that I've purchased for my job, have not been packaged this well. Some are, some aren't, but I can definitely see. I'll bring you down to the tabletop now. I can definitely see the similarities and differences between this one and the other one. So this one, here's the fill valve, very similar. The fan and compressor. The one thing I do like about this one right off the bat is it has the DC cables are stored on the side of the unit here. Kind of don't like the way they started out putting them there, but being that I actually use the other compressor a lot more with the DC cables than the AC cord. I do like that it would have this stored. So let's keep going here. And this one's actually wrapped with a like a loom around the outside of it. The other one is just bare cable all the way around. So this actually plugs in right here in the back. So they have a 110 input and a DC input. You plug that in right there. Hook these up to your battery on your vehicle. I would recommend not doing this with it vehicle shut off. This does draw quite a bit of current and will flatten the battery pretty fast, I would imagine. I haven't tested my luck with it, but that is a really nice feature with this one. So this, I'm really just doing an unboxing video right now, so we'll do a lot more in-depth review on this guy down the road. Oh. That'll be one of the things you gotta figure out, is how to get this wrap to start. So, because there's actually 2 posts here, and they didn't have it sitting quite how it should, but how you have to start it so that the clamps actually wind up back here at the posts. And I still haven't got there. I'm not gonna keep you guys messing too long here, but so we have a fan and a compressor button. Up top here we have a pressure gauge with a automatic cutoff, which is very nice. The thermometer on top. The other one that I had, when it first powered up, it powered up in Celsius, but we'll test that on this one as well. But you were able to, I can't remember if it's the fan or the compressor button, you press and hold that and the thermometer will change over to Fahrenheit. And it doesn't say that in their instructions, at least it didn't on the other one. But I'm going to plug this in, and I'm not going to do a fill up a gun test here on this video, but so let's see here. If I blinked, so now if I start, okay, so just like I thought, I couldn't remember exactly what I did on the other one, but I was right. So once you plug it in and turn it on, if you press the compressor button down and hold it until you see there's like 3 dashes in the window here, you see those 3 dashes blink real quick. Now once you fire it up, it will read in Fahrenheit instead of Celsius, which is good, because I live in the USA and I don't want to have to mess around with and try to figure it out. So the one other thing I wanted to do before I let you guys go tonight is just a real quick function test with it, and we'll make sure it's actually working out of the box as far as just making some pressure. So these do come with a, where's that? Well, the other one came with one. Oh, there it is. A dummy plug. So I was be kind of surprised that it didn't come with a dummy plug, but this is really nice. It comes with a whole bunch of extra filters for the oil and water separator. It comes with a bunch of O-rings and fuses, so all kinds of good spares. So far I haven't had to use any from the other one, but it's good to have those just in case. So they have this little dummy plug in here that you put your fill whip on, put the dummy plug in the end of the fill whip, and now we should be able to start this up. And let's see, I'm just going to set the cutoff to 3,000. We don't need to go all the way up to 2,000 or up to 4,000, but I'm going to start the fan, start the compressor. This will run for a couple of minutes. If it takes too long, I might speed it up or whatever, but it'll be loud while we're doing it though. But this one has dual fans, which I like. The other one has a single fan on the outside, so you would think it would. It sounds like you've ever worked with servers or anything like that. The fans definitely remind me of that. So let's go ahead and start up our compressor and just see how long it actually takes to. I can feel the pressure already starting. It's trying to straighten this hose out. It's already to 1,000. Already to 2,000. Getting close to 3. Should shut off here in a second. And it shuts off. So the temperature stayed right at 78 that whole time. And So now we can shut off our fan. It didn't even heat up enough to worry about. So now the pressure, the hose does have 3,000 psi in it, and if you wanted to test it, you could leave it there for a few minutes to see if it was going to bleed off, but I have no reason to believe that there's going to be a problem, so we're going to open the bleed valve, and now we can unhook this, and there you go. So we'll be doing a more comprehensive test with this down the road, full review. They did ask me to do a review on this one and do a comparison test with the other one, and see what the differences in the values between the two of them are. So stay tuned for that. I know it's a long mail call, but I think this is a pretty cool item. If you look down in the description down below, just real quick, there is actually three links to one's for this product, one's for that other compressor, and the other one is for the hand pump that I have from Vevor as well, which I really love as well. That one has fold-up feet. The fill whip is removable from it, so it's a lot easier to pack with both of those features. The other one I have, which works well, has stationary feet, and this fill whip is screwed into the thing, so it's a little more cumbersome to pack that one out. And I actually started out in PCP with my underlever, which fits in a nice small bag, and I can stick that pump right into the front of that. It's a tactical AR-15 bag that I have, and the pump goes in the front, PCP goes in the back, and it's a nice small little package, easy to throw in behind the seat of my truck, and off we go. But things have really changed for me in the PCP world since then. So, but thank you, Vevor. Thanks everybody for watching the video. Hope you liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.